As we dance, uh, as we dance. Hey guys, I'm Lance and welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be doing some blooms for you. Well, a bloom. And we're going to do some embellishing with that. But I'm showing you how I mix my pouring medium. I'm using the Valpar Ultra High Gloss and a base C, and I mix it 3-to-1 with the polyurethane gloss, and so I'm filling my cup up about 3/4 of the way and then filling it up the rest with the polyurethane high gloss, and that I'll mix it up well, and then that's going to be my pouring medium that I'll mix my colors with. Now for my pillow paint, I'm using the PPG eggshell pastel white base, and I believe that's 47-3110 is the number on it, and I'll put that in my description box as well. But as you see there, I'm putting my pillow paint on for the PPG paint, and I have mixed about 1 ounce of GAC 800 with that, just so that it makes it a little bit thinner. Sometimes it can be a little bit thick, so I'm using that as my pillow paint and spreading that around. Thank you for joining us on this Monday evening locomotive train of fluid art videos, and leading us off was Acrylic Painting with Julie E. at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm of course at 7 p.m. and after me at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is Angie Mason Fluid Art. After her is K&K Create at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we have a new caboose, and that is Yvonne Matson, and she is Y Matson Art, and she will be at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're welcoming her, and I can't wait to see everybody's videos. Please check her and everyone else's videos out. It should be a fun evening. Now, the color you see me putting down on my pillow is dioxazine purple, and that's a beautiful, deep, highly pigmented, rich purple. And this is Matisse Ultramarine blue, and that's also another very highly pigmented blue. The next color I'm putting down is Prism Pour color called Bohemian Sea, and it's a really pretty metallic sparkly color. And I believe my other two colors that I'll be putting down are Pearl Hot Pink and Pearl Papaya Arteza, and my cell activator is Atelier Rich Gold, and mixed with Australian Floetrol and Amsterdam Titanium White mixed with Australian Floetrol. And yes, and there you see me putting down the Pearl Papaya. Now, this is the first Shelee Art style bloom I've done in a long time, probably about a year. So I was trying to wipe the rust off a little bit of trying to do this exactly, following more of traditional kind of bloom technique. And so bear with me. I think this actually turns out pretty nice though. I was very pleased with it, and I think in hindsight I might have not put down quite as much dioxazine purple, because that color can really take over, but I do love it. It's a very pretty color, and possibly maybe not used quite as much as of the Atelier Rich Gold, although I love that too. But I really like this, and as you see there, I blew and kind of splattered a little bit, but it almost looks like a ninja swipe. And I didn't mind it, because I know when I do this type of a bloom, it's not that tragic if something like that happens, because I'm gonna spin this and lose that part of that anyway. So I just continue to blow and try to get into that white cell activator so that I don't get a lot of solid white. Once we start spinning, more cells open up and more lacing starts to open up. Well, now comes the fun part to kind of embellish or wreck the bloom. I think, and this is really fun. This to me is the fun kind of creative part. I like to do this so that when I start to spin it out, we get some cool shapes and interesting designs. And I like to call it bloombellishing. Well, I mean, what is fluid art if we can't make up some funny words and kind of bring these two things together? Because wrecking doesn't sound very nice. And embellishing and the bloom sounds kind of nice, so bloombellishing sounds good. Yeah, but anyway, I liked where this was going and the choices that I made there. And so I think I'm doing maybe like one more, and then we're gonna get it on the cake spinner and spin it around.
Bring out my eyes. We should open up a window. I can't see clear. I know how to window, 'cause it's just my...
Well, if you're enjoying this video and finding it informative or entertaining, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up and like the video, and then subscribe to my channel, and when you do, ring the bell so you'll be alerted when I upload new videos, and please leave a comment because I love hearing from you.
No compliments. I'm yours if you need a friend. Yeah. Fake one, staying until the end. Yeah, I know how to play pretend. Tell me, how do I get inside? Open up your mind.
Now, I really love the spinning part. I think it's very cool to see how that design opens up and kind of disperses over the canvas. And by the way, this canvas is a 10 by 14 oval canvas, and that was a little unusual for me too. I haven't really poured or done any kind of blooms or anything on that many circular or oval canvases, and I really enjoyed that. I thought that was very fun, and I love how that purple is kind of like, you know, gradiently dispersing, and I love all of the lacing and the cool just cells and like lacing shapes that are developing through there. And you can see a lot of these underlying colors now coming through. You can see that hot pink and the pearl papaya, and even when you get closer up on it, you can see the ultramarine blue. All these colors are so, like, you know, rich and saturated, and it really is it's beautiful when you see these kind of blooms open up, and the kind of shapes and shading that the spinning creates. Now, as you can see here, I'm kind of playing around with my skewer and making some style lines through the design, kind of running some kind of wispy trailing off kind of shapes. And I really like how this design turned out. It's almost like you're looking at some kind of really cool fantasy looking starfish. It really is a neat design, and I really love how now you can see it a little bit better. Like there's a lot of depth and a lot of shading and 3D kind of feeling that you're getting with what's happened with all the colors once it was spun out. I really like all that kind of webbing that you're seeing in there with the lacing. Really is beautiful. All of the transitions and gradients of color that you get when you spin it around. And here you can see it a little bit more. And I want to remind you, up after me is Angie Mason Fluid Art at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and our new caboose is Yvonne Matson at Y Matson Arts, and we want to welcome her, and please check her out this evening and check everybody's videos out. And I'll let you listen to some music for a little bit and enjoy just looking at this design. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I've really enjoyed this time together. And thank you for hanging out watching me do this pretty and purple Bloombellished bloom. And as always, I can't wait until we meet again for some more fun pouring together.